Hello and welcome to Jurong East Stadium. This is the Singapore Premier League and tonight's match sees Tanjong Pagar United take on BG Tampines Rovers. It is already Rovers' fourth match of the season. They're playing in lots of different competitions. It's the very first one of the campaign for Tanjong Pagar United. Last night we had Geylang International defeated at home by Albrechts Negata 2-0, and tomorrow night at our Tampines hub, Balestier Khalsa are hosting Lion City Sailors. That's the defending champions there. Well, let's have a look at the standings at the moment. Very, very early days, of course, but Albrechts Negata will feel they are back where they belong at the top of the table. It has been a while, hasn't it? They are 4 points, which means BG Tampines Rovers, with a good win here tonight, could well be at the top at the end of the night. We shall see. There's been a lot of talk about the change of coaches at BG Tampines Rovers. Akbar Nawas, just in the last 48 hours or so, has been relieved of duties, and it is now Noor Rahman. But first, let's hear from the man in charge of Tanjong Pagar United. Here's Noor Alam Shah.
Coach, first game of the season for you. How are you and your side feeling coming into this?
We are feeling good. I think the preparation have been going well. It's been a very long 11 weeks, but we already done what we have been doing, what we set out to do. The players have understand how we are supposed to play the game for the whole season, so it's good. Yep.
Last season was one to forget.
Yep.
What can we expect from Tanjong Pagar this season?
Oh, actually, last season was a season to remember because that's the benchmark for us, you see. So everything to improve on next from last season, and the thing to improve that is to have a hard-working side, improve on our running intensity and scoring goals as well.
You have boosted your side this season with new signings. Talk us through how you line up for this one here tonight.
Again, Zaiful will be in goal. I will be missing Aaron at the back due to I just come back from injury. I think Said will take his place. Naki, Kim, and Sharul will be there. And Raihan and Fatu is also there because JC and Bruno is out. Again, Shodai, Mota, Girhermi, and Yosef is up front. So it's an exciting side. No matter who's out, there are always people ready to step in.
No, it's been an interesting couple of days for the club. You are now the man in charge. What are you able to tell us?
Yeah, so like any other games, I think we are entering this game preparing to play Tanjong Pagar. That's only our focus in that sense.
Now looking ahead, how will you be hoping to keep up the good momentum you've had so far?
Yeah, so I spoke to the boys in the meeting and whatnot, right? The full focus is about the games that are coming up, and it's starting from today, which is Tanjong Pagar. It's an equally important game, so I think we'll be ready to step up to the challenge.
You take on Tanjong Pagar, a side you have been incredibly dominant against. How do you see this one playing out tonight?
It will be a tough game for sure. I think there will be no easy game in the league. But I think the boys are prepared. We've prepared well for the last 2 sessions, and I think we just hope that we can continue the good work that we started.
Well, there's a fair bit to unpack out of all of that. Great to hear the thoughts of the two men there, Noor Alam Shah and then Noor Rahman. And I also want to get the thoughts of the man next to me, who has been on that merry-go-round of managerialship here in the SPL, and that is Hidir Khamis. Hidir, great to be back with you this season, first of all. Look, the big news, everyone's been talking about it. Akbar Nawas, unbeaten start to the season, gives the club their first piece of silverware in 5 years or so. In his very first match since taking over from Gavin Lee, and he's out 3 matches later. What's going on?
Well, I was equally perplexed as well, because I found out during the exact same day that the news was announced, and I surely think in these kind of situations, things have definitely been brewing for quite a bit over the last few weeks within the club, with certain personnel and with Akbar as well. So I don't think it was a sudden departure, unless Akbar has a interesting offer with the FA or with any clubs overseas. But he was doing well. The team was set up really well against Lion City Sailors in the Community Shield. Won 2 games out of 3. So I think right now it could be a situation where the club is moving into a different direction, and Akbar is definitely not in their plans anymore.
Which is bizarre, because in that Community Shield, when they played defending champions, double defending champions, I should say, Lion City Sailors, they completely outplayed them. And the style people are talking about, a little bit more direct, but really entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
It was a pity, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a situation where I felt that BG Tampines could have built upon it and played a different type of football, but at the same time could win games, or eventually, hopefully, could win titles as well.
Clarence Liao is our man in charge today. He's supported by J. Ashok Raj and Lim Eng Sun. Fourth official is Farhad Mohammed. VAR today presided over Hilmi Fuad and Chan Kwok Wai. So let's have a look at the lineups then. 4-2-3-1. We've got Tanjong Pagar United. They've got 6 new signings in. Captain's armband today is with Zaiful Nizam. He has come in from Hougang United. We've also got Sharul Sazali is in, as well as Nakuddin Yunus has come in from Gelang. And there's places also for Kim Lee Kwan, the Korean, as well as Guilherme Augusto, the Brazilian, the 30-year-old, and Youssef Ezyari as well, the Spanish-Moroccan forward. It's a big change, isn't it, for Noor Alam Shah? He's completely having to revamp a side that conceded more than 100 goals. They're missing their new Australian defender, Aaron Evans.
Yeah, I think for them right now, they have a new look. They have a new sponsor, apparel sponsor as well, which making them look better off the field. Social media has been fantastic as well. And I think this season could be a season where they want to change things. And like what he said, a benchmark for last, something to improve on. And I'm pretty sure they're going to do much better than the last season as well.
Well, for BG Tampines Rovers, a very disappointing follow-up to that Community Shield win with a goalless draw, a drab one, I think it must be said, in the Eastern Derby against Gelang International. Just the one change, and Taufik Suparno will be delighted that the new man in charge has given him a start ahead of Trent Buhagia, who impressed many with his brace in that Community Shield.
Yeah, well, this is it could be a tactical solution where maybe things are going wrong. Trent Buhagia could come in the second half to change things as well, but I think with his quality, he should be starting games. But let's see what Noor Rahman is going to bring to the BG Tampines side. Could be a situation where he goes back to Gavin Ball, because he has been assistant of Gavin for quite some time.
Yeah, he is a vastly experienced player, but this is his very first match as a head coach, and he made no bones about it. He said, he knew that this is the third coach in 4 months, if you think about Gavin Lee leaving at the end of last season. So he did say he had to kind of gather the players and have a word with them and rallying the troops, and he met them and he said the most important thing now, focus on this match. I mean, his interview, he was very much wanting to only focus on that and not kind of deal with the big question, which all of us are wondering as to what has happened.
Pretty sure he was briefed beforehand as well by the club that, let's just not talk about it, deflect whatever you can, speak about the game, focus about the game, and eventually that's what you want as well, which is to get everyone there in one direction and win the 3 points, which I think they sorely need. He will be in a worse situation if they don't get 3 points tonight.
Yeah, certainly. He is down to take over from Akbar Nawas till the end of this campaign. And he said he's got a reputation for being a rather soft-spoken model professional, to be fair. And he wants to impart that quality to his team, get them to do their talking on the pitch. He said he had a very exciting squad that's complemented by these new imports who are young and bring in different energies. A very strong Japanese flavor, and he's set to receive his pro diploma next year. He said, I want to be sensible. I believe the team can implement the ideas we feel will suit their abilities. Looking forward to seeing how that pans out. It is BG Tampines Rovers that get us going here with Irfan Najib on the ball. Let's see if there is a change from what we saw on this very pitch in the Community Shield.
It'll be interesting to see how Tanjong Pagar has lined up and also going to play their football this season. Alam Shah already mentioned in the pre-match interview that the team knows exactly how they want to play throughout the season. They've had a really long pre-season as well, 11 weeks. The only team who didn't play in the match week 1.
Yeah.
Early injury here to Fatullah. See the replay here. Both players coming in. Segasumi just strong in that challenge as well.
He's always clutching his head. That's always a little bit of a concern. Fatullah.
I think Segasumi was on top of him. Landed on top of him after the tackle was made.
I remember when Noor Alam Shah came back from his stint in Japan, right? At the start of this year.
Yeah.
And he was already trying to kind of, you could see he was looking to try and implement a few things. He was looking to make them a bit more defensively solid because they had been very poor until then. I mean, there's only so much you can do, right? Because that's the squad you've got. But he brought in Matt Silva, the goalkeeper. We see Zaiful Nizam has been preferred to him. But he also started going more with a back four, didn't he?
Yeah.
Rather than playing with a 3 and kind of counter-attacking and quick transitions. Do you think that he's going to try and change the style?
I think his main focus is definitely not to concede. That's the idea here. I think that's a situation where the moment you don't concede, at least you get a point out of every game. And of course, ideally, it's the situation where you want to build on that as well, not to concede and then score goals. But I think right now he needs to understand the strength of his team while playing the opponents at the competitive league level. Friendlies are not the same as well, but right now, again, he just wants to make sure that his team doesn't concede and hopefully build on it with the attacking prowess that they have. They still have quite a few players out through injuries. A lot of foreigners as well in that list.
Yes.
And they have Faisal Roslan, who is also suspended for this game.
Here's Irfan. First shot straight at Zaiful Nizam. Look at a bit of a fade on that one from Kazama, who has impressed early on this season.
You look at the signings of Tanjong Pagar, it's quite interesting. Attacking players are Latin flavor, while the defensive ones are, Australian, Korean, who, mentally they are more tenacious in that sense.
All the way back to Shazwan.
Well, they are not shying away, they are pressing high. Tanjong Pagar.
Again, this is something we didn't see too much of from Tanjong Pagar over the last few seasons. Every so often they would apply it and surprise, but generally they haven't.
All over the top.
Glenn Quay. Still Glenn Quay. Sumi. Shahiran. A couple of hands went up there. Nothing given. It's cleared away by Nakudin.
Well, against BG Tampines, you would be expecting to defend a lot more usually. Ooh. Is there a foul there from the number 25? Higashikawa. Ball was swung in early, and there was maybe a slight tuck.
Yeah, certainly looked like it.
Quite well built as well. Kim Lee Kwan, 22-year-old from Korea.
Taking no chances there. Yamashita puts it out of play. Must be strange as well, because the change for Akbar only happened in the last 48 hours or so. So they would have been preparing for this match with the Akbar game plan, I'm assuming, right? That's how it works.
Well, it could be, you know.
Or was there something maybe only officially we knew, but they were already... okay.
Well, it could be a situation where, you know, they relieve Akbar of their duties maybe a week back, and officially it's going to be announced only 2 days ago.
That would... Internally, that would make the most sense, right? Because you don't want to be switching him out just before the game.
Yeah, exactly. Unless, you know, it becomes a...
Really that bad.
You know.
Well, these early minutes under the new regime of Nur Rahman. There's Kazama. Yoshimoto just stumbled, but he stays on his feet. Here's Irfan. Taufik Suparno. Here's Fox. They're containing them well at the moment, Tanjong Pagar. In these early minutes. Here's Irfan. Now Taufik. Charles Azali does well.
Good work from number 3. We haven't seen him a lot the last few seasons, Charles Azali.
Barely played, right?
Barely played in Alberex the last season. Given a new lease of life here with Tanjong Pagar.
Shoda Nishikawa, who's been a very loyal servant to this club. Fatula just getting ahead there of his man. Has to go back to Shazwan, who plays it coolly. Shairan. Playing out from the back, so far pretty decent.
Well, they have always been good at it. BG Tampines Rovers.
Across the face of the box, no one there. Shashai run is going to have a go. Easy one for Zaiful Nizam to deal with.
Zaiful just hitting it first time to Mota for the counter attack. They have gained 60 meters of the field now.
Yoshimoto couldn't do much with that. Here's Zanevio. We haven't really seen much of him so far. I thought he was one of the standout performers really for Tanjong Pagar last season.
Oh, he's still young, and I think he's happy with... He should have been happy with his season last year, personally.
Yeah. He's very comfortable going forward and can do a job as well as a fullback.
Play from Tanjong Pagar on the right-hand side, beating that press.
Right hand brought down. Kazama taking him out.
Clever from right hand, just sidestepping him. He's coming in at full speed as well. I think one pretty good piece of business that Noah Lamshah did was signing Nakudin from Geylang International. I feel. Yeah, he can play wing back, especially defensively. He's quick in an attacking sense as well. Can provide something in attack.
Yeah, great pace he's got. Here's Irfan's just come in field, tacking in for the moment. Now Sumi. You can sometimes just sit in front of the four. Ball slipped through, and Nishikawa is just jockeying it out.
You get the idea. Just trying to play behind Arul Sazali.
I thought they might try to play out from the back, but instead it's smashed away quickly. So a little push there. There's Ayari, who hasn't really been able to get on the ball so far. Up the other end, Taufik. Easy one for Zaiful. Far too close to him.
I think this season, definitely, we are seeing a lot of goalkeepers who are not local being signed to show up the leaky defenses that all teams have had and experienced the last few years, last few seasons as well. So we are definitely going to be looking at higher quality goalkeeping this season.
Away by Shuya Yamashita. Oh, it's not a bad shot. The first attempt from Tanjong Pagar United. And Kim Lee Kwan. Was surging forward, but it was that man there with the shot. Fatullah having a go.
Oh, the ball fell kindly for him.
Yeah.
Good first touch, and should have at least pushed Shazwan to make a save from that shot, that distance.
First chance, really, that they've had of sight of goal. That will give them a bit of encouragement. Here's Kim Lee Kwan. Launches forward, but far too much on it.
It looks like he has a good left foot.
Yeah.
Kim Lee Kwan. You can see Nakidin just going higher up. Tanjong Pagar building with a 3 and 2 in midfield.
Zinevia Mota. He's dangerous. He's done well. Still got the ball. Nakidin, Fatullah. Now, it's their turn for a little break here, perhaps. BG Tampines Rovers, that was a yank. Will that be punished any further on Fatullah?
Yeah, I think he was maybe slightly late there. The ball got stuck then. Was there any touch? I thought that.
That was, it looked to me there was. And if that's the case, might be a bit lucky there. Here's Len Kuei. Now Yoshimoto. Shah has to look back. So 15 minutes on the clock so far. Hideo, what are your thoughts on what these two teams are offering up to us in terms of style?
I think BG has not been really decisive in their attacking third. They have been really good building up, building the press, or rather beating the press. But once they go into the attacking third, it seems like they are not having a lot of numbers up there. and lacking of movement as well. And I think Tanjong Pagar should have been or should be happy with the first 15 minutes, the way they have started the game. They're quite strong defensively on the ball.
You've been quite impressed with that?
Yeah, yeah. And they have had the first shot on goal between these two sides. Both, or rather, Tanjong Pagar are not being overrun.
No, yeah, absolutely right. Here's Sumi now. Perhaps they might be here. Glenn Quay hasn't taken the shot yet, does now. And that sails over. Could he have done that earlier, I wonder?
Well, the angle that he was running to seemed like he was going further outside. Let's look at this situation better. It looked like he was going towards the corner flag.
Might have taken that earlier. Singapore international.
There's a few variations of build-up Tanjong Pagar is doing as well. They're still trying to play it out with a short pass, but they are not overplaying it.
Saiful is taking some time here.
Well, he doesn't have options because I think the players up front are physically not as big as BG Tampines' players.
Here's Taufik. He's done well. Can he get the cross in? It will be a corner. Well, you can see Tanjong Pagar players feel actually that should be a goal kick.
Well, it looked like it.
Let's have a look here.
Yeah. First glance. In real time, I thought it was a goal kick. That was proven right.
That's the kind of stuff that just, I'm sure, irritates players and coaches, right?
Yeah.
Simple stuff like that.
And the AR is on that side. That side of the field.
Well, if they score from this, it is going to be huge irritation. Here's Yoshimoto. Thankfully, they at least get it away at the near post for now. It's Ezayari with a rare touch. He's really not been able to get into this so far. Oh, Sumi, near post save from Saiful Nizam. This is starting to liven up now, the match. After 18 minutes.
Good work from Sumi, just wriggling through two Tanjong Pagar players for taking that shot. I think one thing I would like to see is, like right now, we have clubs having 7 foreign players.
Yeah.
Right, and I think the least that we can expect is having a higher pace of the game.
Right.
With better quality.
So in theory, the caliber, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Again, it's the same thing. Okay, so this is the shot first of all. That's a lovely little turn there.
Cudin just again allowed that dribble from Sumi to go through.
And just to reference what we were talking about, I think Sharul Sazali felt that again should have been a goal kick. Here's another chance at a corner. Kazama to take it.
Different variation, an out-swinging one. Kazama.
Oh! Well, the set piece almost worked. They're lining up here, and the header is well wide in the end from Fox.
Decent size from BG Tampines players on the set piece. Dylan Fox is definitely one of them. Deep corner kick there. I think it was him.
The initial shot.
The initial shot, and stayed in the box. 6 of them right there just waiting. Youssef has to be stronger than that, especially when your team is not going to have a lot of possession. Right call there from Clarence, blowing for a goal kick.
Yeah, with Zaiful Nizam in the side today, it's ahead of Matt Silva. It does open up possibilities in terms of outfield players that could come on.
You have two very experienced goalkeepers, but two very different goalkeepers as well. In terms of their strength, I think Matt Silva better in collecting crosses, a better presence in the penalty areas. Zaiful better on his feet.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one to keep an eye out for as the season progresses.
I think both would be having more or less equal number of minutes, I think, in the game coming forward.
Here's Yoshimoto.
No, I'm loving the idea of Tanjong Pagar not sitting back.
Yeah.
I think they are.
Agreed.
They know that they can press. They know that they have the ability to try to win the ball high up the field and eventually get on the transition to attack as quickly as possible. It's not the same as what it was last season.
No.
We see them just sitting back, especially the last few games, just trying not to concede. Because I think right now they have better quality players.
Oh, that was a late challenge, it looked like. Right now, though, they're more concerned with things up top. Oh, that wasn't the best ball, was it? Higashikawa behind. Behind his teammate.
A bit of talking to here, but I think I get what Sharul was doing right there. I think he knew that the possession was lost. There wasn't any a lot of manners in it.
Yeah.
Just draw a foul. He can get back to regroup because he's far from his own position as well.
He had to get that one right, didn't he?
Yeah. Shodai was lurking behind Irfan Najib.
Glenn Quay. Kazama. Was a little bit, not quite enough on that. Sumi does enough. Here's Glenn Quay. Sumi looks like he's shaping for a shot, and it requires a save out of Zaiful Nizam. I think is he saying to his defenders, close him down?
Yeah, exactly. I think his second shot that he had to make a save. First one was from Shah Shahiran. Nobody was pressing him. Nobody was near enough to make that step to go and put pressure on Segasomi.
Away by Fatullah. Yeah, the two players we've barely mentioned so far today, Ezeyari and Guilherme. The two forward players for, there he is, on cue. But they're not really getting much at the moment, no joy.
Yeah, I think in possession, it's not them that is on the ball a lot. I think Youssef has been pushed around by the two centre-backs. Every time the ball goes up for a duel, no success there. They have been doing a lot of the defending, which is kind of expected.
True. "25 minutes gone, no goals here in the Singapore Premier League match between Tanjong Pagar United and BG Tampines Rovers."
This is what I was trying to explain earlier on, that they have been good up until the middle third, but PG Tampines, the moment it goes up to the attacking third, something is still missing there.
Yeah.
They lose balls, passes are astray, or they are not making the right decisions. The quality of the balls are not good enough.
Sumi looks up. Here's Shah. There's a ball right through the middle there. Sumi. Kazama. Out wide. Glenn Quay. Nice build up. Fatullah is in the way. Well, Taufik started in the Community Shield. And didn't play in the, or didn't start in the last league game against Geylang International. We're hoping maybe under Nur Rahman he gets a more regular run. Here he is now. Yoshimoto. Now Sumi. They're organised here, Tanjong Pagar, as you'd expect them to be. Glenn Quay. Again, they've defended that pretty well.
They are not getting the second ball. Yeah. It keeps coming back to them.
Yoshimoto. Saiful Nizam, I'm not sure whether that was onside, but he did enough. And now here come Tanjong Pagar United. Fatullah just wanting some support. Azayari, he too hasn't really got anywhere to go. Let's go all the way back.
Not enough numbers up there, not enough speed in attack.
Raihan. But he only came back halfway through the season, didn't he? Last year.
Yeah.
And he's found himself starting.
I think with the injuries to the players for Tanjong Pagar, he should be featuring more. I don't really know how long they're going to be out, but it's a situation where I think it's not going to be ideal for Tanjong Pagar having some of the foreigners out.
Yeah, Aaron Evans is one that we were talking about earlier, the Australian, very experienced defender who has played many, many countries and can play either centre-back or defensive mid. He's just come back from injury. You may have heard there at the start of the game from Noor Alam Shah. Fox out to Glenn Quay. Now Yoshimoto. Ball over the top. Here's Glenn Quay. Will be a goal kick. Not really being too penetrative at the moment.
Yeah, something is missing up there with BG Tampines Rovers. Something that the interim head coach needs to take a good look at during halftime.
I mean, they're not short of players to call upon. Faris Ramli, Trent Bohajia, Joel Chu, Saifullah. They've got a Japanese player, and Tariq.
Good play, Yusuf.
Well, they could have used Zanevio Mota, who was waiting and waiting for the ball to be passed to him. Shota Nishikawa decides to test Chazwan Buhari.
Yeah, you look at the action before this. Yusuf was just holding on to the ball and played it at the right time for Ishikawa here needed a really better shot from Ishikawa. Shahzwan quite comfortable with that save.
They haven't had many opportunities yet here, but they've been decent ones.
Yeah, second one here from Tanjong Pagar. It's coming from long shots.
Yeah.
It's not really something that they are going to be having like a good build-up towards the center area.
It's true. Oh, that's flashed across the face of the goal from Yoshimoto.
Zaiful seemed comfortable. He was putting his hands up.
He knew.
Yep. Yeah, it's quite far off, actually.
Yeah, it was actually in the end. The original angle looked a lot closer.
Oh.
Guilherme is down for the moment. They're going to put that out of play. They will. We've seen precious little so far of the two attackers there, the Brazilian Guilherme.
Nothing there, I think, from Yamashita.
There's another player as well, still to come back, Bruno Dybala, a Brazilian. Guilherme, also Brazilian. He was playing in Portugal before here. Youssef Ezayari was in Indonesia. With Barito Putra. What are you making of no Rahman ball so far?
Well, quite similar to Gavin, a lot of possession. I don't think he has had a lot of time to really put his mark on the team yet. A lot of it is just maybe small little adjustments or small little instructions for the team.
He's done well there, Taufik, but the cross not so great. Fatullah. Ezayari was looking to try and prod that down to the left-hand side, didn't work. But still on the ball here, Tanjong Pagar. There's Raihan. That's an ambitious ball for Mota to get onto. I think we must also point out that for BG Tampines Rovers, their season started in mid-August.
Yeah.
It's almost a month ago, whereas this is the very first match of the season. This is the fourth match for BG Tampines Rovers, the first for Tanjong Pagar.
Yeah, in terms of intensity or match fitness, I think BG Tampines Rovers are more ready. More players in the national team as well.
Yeah.
High quality games, right? Against Lansi Sailors, Manila Diggers in the regional competition, and also Geylang International.
Shahrus Azali's clutching his ankle, is he? Just 83 days, Akbar Nawas in charge in his second stint as coach of the Stags.
83 days and one trophy.
And one trophy.
Yeah,
let's not forget that, when they beat City Sailors 4-1 in the Community Shield on August 16th. Then they beat, it was Cebu, 3-1 in the ASEAN Club Championship. Here's a chance for shots! Oh, that was a best chance so far. Higashikawa might feel that he should have tested Zaiful Nizam from there.
Yeah, the pass was being made towards his back after he made that touch, but it was a decent touch to set him up as well. The ball was always rising when it left his right boot. Like you said, it's nearer so far for PG Tampines Rovers. A lot of frustrations from the crowd, I think.
Well, is it a match to get the fans kind of really thrilled about so far, this one?
Well, for
places?
Tanjong Pagar fans, I think it's definitely an uplift of performance.
Right.
Since their last game last season. A lot of good things that you can see, a bit more coordinated, a bit more drive, a bit more cohesiveness from the team, and of course a bit more quality in the players as a whole. And again, let's not forget, you know, I think when you have a lot of new players in the team, it takes a bit of time.
That's
well.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. I did mention that this starting 11 for Tanjong Pagar United, 6 new players drafted in. So yeah, and it's a big overhaul, and there are more to come. Mind you, PG Tampines Rovers have also got a lot of new names, a strong Japanese presence, of course, might be reflecting the new chairman of the club, Mr. Sakamoto. Here's Glenn Quay, Yoshimoto now. It's a decent ball in. Gashikawa was trying to put some pressure on there.
A lot of nice movement up front from BG here, allowing Kazama to have that much space in the middle of the park for that cross.
Nice ball in.
Yeah.
There he is, the man who's under the spotlight at the moment, Noor Rahman. It's interesting to hear the comments of Noor Alam Shah in the build up to this one, as that's scrambled away by Azayari. The header that's scrambling around that box, pinging like a... Oh, that's a great save by Zaiful Nizam. With so many bodies in front of him, he must have seen that late.
Yeah, I was just about to make that comment. I think he didn't see a lot of that ball up until the last minute. Turn from Mota. Well, Tanjong Pagar is facing quite a bit of issues defending that corner kicks. Yeah, I think the delivery quality from PG has been fantastic.
Here's Mota. Yeah, it was interesting. Noor Alam Shah said, on paper, we're expected to lose this. It's a challenge for us to be taking on an established team in our first game. And they also have some injuries, he mentioned. But he said he liked what he saw in pre-season, and he believed the pieces would start to fall into place and they would put up a good fight. And they have done that so far.
Yeah, I do believe that they have pretty much understood what is needed of them. It hasn't been a game where Tanjong Pagar has been looking to, or rather to be in a position where they look to concede a lot. It doesn't feel that way. They're still in pretty much a lot of control in certain moments of the game, certain parts of the game. Shahidan was jumping in on Fatullah.
Five minutes to go till half time. goal so far between Tanjong Pagar United and BG Tampines Rovers. Sharul. Lim.
Pretty solid defending from
Kim, rather.
Yeah, from Kim. Looks pretty balanced. Kim, left-footed. Pretty good on the ball as well.
Is that a foul by Irfan? No, nothing given. Guilherme picks himself up quickly. Yoshimoto. Kazama. Now Glenn Quay. Oh, it is behind Higashikawa.
Only two players to choose from. Glenn Quay just chose the space between the two of them.
Here's again Glenn Quay. He's given the ball away this time. Both sides trading possession a little too easily in the passage of play.
Raihan Rahman has to do better. 2 consecutive passes, giving away possession.
Again, Kazama, the teasing ball in. Ooh, Zeifel might have just hurt himself. Has to pick himself up quickly. Yoshimoto. Oh, it has found the bottom. And that was because he still looked a bit dazed, didn't he, Zeifel Nizam? He'd been hurt just a little earlier, got up, but it was a pinpoint shot from Yoshimoto just before half-time to give BG Tampines Rovers the lead.
Oh, Yoshimoto just really capitalizing on whatever that's been happening here. You look at the situation here between the two Tanjong Pagar players, both of them going for the same ball. Zeiful Nizam not really physically ready to get up back again. But Sharul Sazali shouldn't have lost that ball right there because he tried to play the ball across. Let's look at the situation. He was playing to the inside rather than just playing it out. But you got to give it to the number 26.
That's a great shot, isn't it?
Yoshimoto, yeah, just placed it rather than just smashing it across. What a time to score a goal and what a time to concede as well.
Oh, apparently a check for offside here. And apparently it's a tight one. Couldn't see. Now, there's no question about any kind of foul, by the way, on Zeifel Nizam, in case anyone was wondering. I think it was his own player that he tangled with.
No check.
Oh, now they are actually going to check on the foul. I was pretty sure that that wasn't an issue.
Yeah, it was pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much the two Tanjong Pagar players colliding. Yep. You see fans.
Yeah, I didn't see too much wrong with that. And the goal is going to stand here. Well, relief. I'm not sure what that was.
We've seen this a lot, Shaz, in the English Premier League. Just hitting it out and then try to win the ball off the throw-in that is going to be made here.
Just gain the yards, right?
Yeah.
Some territory.
Yeah. Well, it is a situation where I think over the last 45 minutes, I don't think they have really done a lot of good work in their pressing to win the ball, to force mistakes, yes, but to really win the ball and straight away go on an attack. I don't think they have had any instance of that in the first half at all.
Oh, there's a great chance, an open goal. Crying out for a finish from Mota.
Oh, he was alone.
He was.
In the penalty box there. Again, good work on the left-hand side between these two players, Fatullah and Nishikawa.
Oh, he's got to do better than that, isn't he?
Yeah, he has to put it into the goal.
Timor-Leste international there has missed an opportunity to equalize so soon after conceding. We've got 5 minutes of added time, by the way. Remember, added time will be much more closely looked at this season. It's another shot. Sails over from Kazama. Bit of a blow, isn't it?
Yeah,
Tanjong Pagar
yeah.
to concede when they have. I thought they were containing quite well.
I thought they have been doing decently well over the 40 minutes. Really, really difficult time to concede for any team.
Now Taufik Suparno. Can they get a second before the break? Really make things difficult for their opponents in the second half. Glenn Quay's on this side for now. Sumi. Well, they're peppering this goal.
Well, the centre players of Tanjong Pagar, the Raihan Rahma and Fatullah, are being dragged away, which allows this shot to be taken, and it has been happening as well the last 15 minutes. I think BG Tampines Rovers have been trying to move those central players around and allow those spaces to be created in the centre. A bit light in the centre for Tanjong Pagar, both physically and also tactically.
Yeah, again, just looking at their options. They've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench tonight and a lot of youngsters, a lot. But there's decent ball at Ezeari. Again, just have not seen very much of him in this part of the pitch in the final third. Mota. Put it by Shahrul Sazali.
That was a good cross.
That was a great cross.
Yeah,
I'm not
that
sure
was
what
a good
Ezeari
cross.
was pointing at. I think Dylan Fox did enough to put him off, maybe. Yeah, there are a couple of foreign signings on the bench for Tanjong Pagar, but they're both would appear to be defensively minded players. We've not seen them yet. We've got Azim Akbar, Emerick Ong, the veteran. And that is it. Osamu Suhaimi, of course, is there. But you're talking about some bit of, you want some grit in the midfield. That's
somebody's take charge and you know, organize every single thing, and doesn't look like the 2 players, number 6 and 16, Raihan Rahman and Fatullah, is doing that at the moment for Tanjong Pagar. They are being dragged out by the BG Tampines players.
final few seconds here of this first half. Zenevio Mota. A referee calls time on a first half that saw a decent start from BG Tampines Rovers. Then we had a nice recovery from Tanjong Pagar United. Really wasn't too much between the sides, and then a moment of quality from this man here, Takeshi Yoshimoto, with a fine shot into the bottom corner. No chance for Zaiful Nizam, who looked a little shaken after tangling with his own player. Zenevio Mota had a great chance to equalize just after that, but missed his opportunity. Half-time here at Jurong East Stadium. It's Tanjong Pagar United 0, BG Tampines Rovers 1. We'll be back with some highlights and analysis. It's halftime here at Jurong East Stadium in the Singapore Premier League. It's 1-0 to BG Tampines Rovers against Tanjong Pagar United. And, well, so far, we've had a few chances, I think it's fair to say.
Yep.
How many quality chances for you, though, Hidi?
I think it would be 2 or 3. I thought this one could have been better from Fatullah, especially when Tanjong Pagar is not going to have a lot of chances, or didn't have a lot of chances in the first half. He should have tested Shazwan Bahari from distance. Good first touch, good setup, good run, but a bit lacking in execution. Next we have this chance from Sigasumi, who managed to wiggle his way through 2 Tanjong Pagar players, mainly Nakudin. A bit of shimmy and just that setup. Saiful Nizam really equally up to the task. Sigasumi again from distance. Testing Saiful Nizam. I don't think that had a lot of pace and power to it.
But he was quite unhappy with his players, wasn't he, in front of him?
Yeah, as he should be, because he had 1, 2, 3 seconds on the ball before anybody came close to him to put that pressure.
This was an opportunity for Higashikawa for 10 minutes later, which you think he might have done better with or not? Do you think it was pretty decent?
It was difficult. I think he did whatever he could. He tried to wrap the ball from a difficult angle. His first touch just to try to put him in a good position to shoot.
This was scrambled around. And it was a really good shot from Yoshimoto, and I think an impressive save from Saiful Nizam.
I think this was a much better and more spectacular effort, and also a save from Saiful Nizam. He couldn't have seen that in front of a sea of red and yellow in front of him.
Well, those two players would be involved in the next opportunity here after Saiful Nizam, by the way, just coming together with Kim, and he was barely recovered, and it's a great shot here from Yoshimoto.
Well, all the good work undone by a mistake from Shadul Sazali. Well, he could have just crossed it or played forward rather than inside. I think he wanted to play it to Shodai, but Shodai was running away as well, lost the ball. Shah Shahidan picked his player outside the penalty box. Saiful not ready yet for that shot, but again, a good goal, good timing of goal for BG Tampines Rovers to take that 1-0 lead into half-time.
A fantastic shot, and there was one final opportunity just after that. Zanevio Mota, who might feel this should have been on target at least.
Well, he had time. He had that ability to just settle himself physically to take that shot. But again, a wasted chance for Tanjong Pagar here to equalize. Good work from Nishikawa.
Some promising moments for Tanjong Pagar in that first half. We're going to look at some of these stats here just to see if that bears out. Only 3 attempts, 1 on target. A lot more possession as well for BG Tampines Rovers. I guess pretty much what we've seen is reflecting that.
Well, but I think the game is far closer than what the stats is showing. Like 12 attempts, 5 on target, to Tanjong Pagar's just 1 on target. But I think...
Do you feel they don't think they've dominated?
I don't think they have dominated the way that the stats are showing. It's still really close. And the second half should be more exciting in terms of how the teams are going to go out and try to change the game for them. So let's see for the second half.
Reminder that we have one match tomorrow at our Tampines hub. Balestier Khalsa are taking on Line City Sailors. That's at 7:30 p.m. Remember, this season everything has changed to that timing. We're going to take a short break. When we return, will be the second half here of this match between Tanjong Pagar United and BG Tampines Rovers. Do stay with us. Second half going to get underway very shortly here at Jurong East Stadium. Tanjong Pagar United and BG Tampines Rovers here with Hide Kamis as we look ahead to the restart. And what so far do we want to see more out of from both sides?
Well, I think from BG, I think they are in control in terms of tempo of the game. Like they have always been a team who likes to play possession football and always trying to dictate the tempo of the game. But I think right now they are comfortable in terms of possession. They are comfortable in creating chances. They have had double digits in terms of attempts at goal.
Yeah.
But I think the last two passes before the end product is key for them right now. It has to be a bit more decisive. They have tactically they are better in terms of creating space. They are pulling the two central midfielders of Tanjong Pagar, Raihan Rahman and also Fatullah away from their position, which allows a lot of shots coming from distance because of that space being vacated.
Feel that's a kind of a point of vulnerability.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to step it up in terms of intensity in the attacking third. For Tanjong Pagar,
right.
Their central area is key right now. They need to win those central battles and not to get dragged away, and those individual battles as well, they have to win it and cut out the small little mistakes. It's difficult for Youssef to get in possession of the ball or to do damage when they are not in possession at all. I'm always trying to go for counter attacks, but when they do, they have to really be decisive. They need to make sure that the chances are or will count, or at least test the goalkeeper, because they have had chances from distance to Fatullah in the first half, from Mota as well in the penalty box, but it's still not enough. They have to do much more in attack. They have to make sure now they change a little bit of the game, but still be conservative, not to concede, but get a little bit more possession, be a bit more confident in their possession game, going in through their zones from midfield to attack, and especially against central areas. They cannot lose possession.
Well, there is no change to be made at all from either side at the break. You and I were kind of speculating as to what might occur, but both coaches have decided to hold fire for the moment.
Again, I thought that Trent Bahagia would be in already by now, especially the two wingers, Glenn Quay creating a little bit more than Taufik Suparno on the wings, but still not enough. But again, Nur Rahman, the man in the hot seat, is having other ideas, and his ideas matters the most.
Yeah, I'm sure it will only be a matter of time before we see Trent on the pitch. And Rahman, I thought it was shaping up for one of those restarts again. Yoshimoto clears.
Overloading on the right-hand side, many more players on the right-hand side trying to win the ball off the first and second chances.
A number of Tanjong Pagar United players, especially in the foreign contingent. I think there's at least 4 of them who are unavailable at the moment. There's a couple on the bench as well. Here's Sumi. I think the Japanese contingent from BG Tampines Rovers, the new signings, I was very impressed with them in the Community Shield. I think they've been again pretty good here today, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they've always had high consistency for them, always giving good performances, except for the game against, for me personally, against Geylang International wasn't really up to mark.
It was cut from the byline. Now Sumi He's giving it away. Zahari with a touch on. Shoda Nishikawa. Yeah, BG Tampines Rovers have a busy campaign, playing on 4 fronts, so they'll need all their squad to be ready. But the 2 Singapore competitions, the SPL of course, and the Singapore Cup, which starts at the end of next month. They're also playing in the ASEAN Club Championship. As we told you, they already beat Cebu, and they're playing in the AFC Champions League too. Zenevia Mota had some bright moments. Patient build-up here from Tanjong Pagar. No foul. Referee continues. Guillaume's down again. We're talking of the AFC Champions League 2. They have a match against Cayo, the Philippines, coming up shortly. Just a few days. There's a chance here! And that's a well-directed shot. Glenn Quay makes it 2.
A good start from BG Tampines Rovers here. Glenn Quay in a perfect position to receive that layoff from his teammate, and just passing it into the bottom corner rather than smashing it across. Good work from BG Tampines here, winning and beating that press. 4 players, that wave of attack. Glenn Quay just, again, nobody.
Should he have that much time though?
Yeah, nobody just tracking him on the left-hand side, tucking in, waiting. Everybody's just pointing, like Tanjong Pagar players just pointing, hey, who's taking Glenn Quay? Not a lot of communication between those two, or few players from Tanjong Pagar. Now things are getting tougher now for the Jaguars.
They've conceded just before and just after half-time. Very clear tactic as to how Tanjong Pagar want to kind of win the ball back off these restarts, but they've got to get other things right as well. I think they'll be really disappointed with 2 well-placed shots, but that second goal, a bit too easy for Glenn Quay, wasn't it? Is that a foul there? They think that it is. That will almost certainly be looked at. We'll have another look shortly. I think it is in check at the moment.
I think after the kickoff, it was smart of the Yoshimoto taking a really quick throw in.
Oh, there's a chance here now.
Oh, good defending from
Nishikawa was in a good position. Mota. But they've looked at it and decided there is no penalty, by the way.
It is a foul here from Yoshimoto.
He's not happy.
Yeah, wouldn't be too happy as well. He's conceding before
Yeah.
half-time and right after.
And as I was asking you earlier, it was a little too easy for Glenn Quay.
Yeah, too easy. The press as well. They didn't look coordinated. They didn't look like they had enough players to press.
Set pieces traditionally have been a Tanjong Pagar strength. Floats that in as a teasing ball from Raihan Rahman.
It's a pretty decent ball.
Yeah.
Pretty decent ball. Again, there's no one there to really put enough pressure or threat.
They really got to loosen the shackles a little bit. I wonder whether we're going to see someone like a Sahil Suhaimi. I mean, there's not really many offensively minded players in this side.
Well, they have 5 young players there on the bench. Only one forward, or named forward.
I feel it's something has to give. And it might be one of the 2 central midfielders you mentioned. Let's see what they do. Mind you, Guilherme's barely done anything, so he might be one to make way. We shall see what Alam Shah decides to do. On the turn here, Kazama!
So there's a lot of movement up front.
Right.
And somebody's tracking somebody, and it allows certain players to be free. Like, look at Kazama here. That run was being tracked by Nakudin and allowed that space to be taken.
Looking to turn the screw now. BG Tampines Rovers. Sumi. Now Glenn Quay. Back to Glenn. He's muscled off the ball, no foul. Nakudin was looking for an outlet there.
Yeah, it's no outlet. There's nobody making the run behind, or it's nobody coming to drop off to receive the ball at their feet.
Glenn Quay looks slip it through. Oh, that was a decent ball into Higashikawa. And that could well have been number 3.
Glenn Quay doing much more damage in the first 10 minutes here with his crosses, with his passes.
Higashikawa wanted the ball there and he got it there.
Yeah, big space there being played through from Glenn Quay.
Big thumbs up from Higashikawa. Save there from Zaiful Nizam. It's a corner. It's been good from BG Tampines Rovers since the interval.
Yeah, good first 10 minutes. Managed to score a goal from that intense amount of pressure.
Free header.
Dylan Fox, was it?
Fox was it, yeah.
Yeah, it was him. Biggest guy in there.
Wouldn't that be the one that you'd really be targeting to mark?
It does look like they are playing zonal defense. Maybe some of them, or maybe 2 of them are man marking. Still a situation where I think physically BG Tampines players are way bigger.
Yeah. That's Hari doing his defensive duty. We've actually seen him do more of that really than anything in the final third, which is unfortunately the problem at the moment for Tanjong Pagar United. Scored the least goals, conceded the most. It's not a good campaign last year, but as Noel Shah said, we don't just draw a line under that. We've got to remember the mistakes we made and improve. It's kind of a refreshing answer. And I just wonder as well, Hideo, with a 2-0 lead here, that breaks down very quickly. Taufik Suparno, who might be yanked off soon.
Yeah, I think a bit more different approach, different idea, but different kind of energy needed as well after 60 minutes.
And I was about to say as well, you kind of, now if you're No Rahman, you're going to have to think about that next match is happening just a few days.
Yeah, exactly.
You might want to start taking some off, and since it's relatively comfortable at the moment for them.
I think the quality will not be like vast difference with the players coming in. You have Trent Bahagia on the bench.
Correct.
And I think defensively they have not really been tested as well. We still have defensive players like Amir Adli, who definitely can do a decent job. Jakob Mahler as well.
Here's Guilherme. Nice little turn, Nakyudin. To keep it alive, is he looking for the corner? He was.
Not getting it.
No. Physical there from Raihan Rahman. Oh, was there something more? Got to be careful here. Glenn Quay.
A weird one there.
Well, he got a yellow card. I mean, it was robust, but I didn't think there was anything that bad in it. So yellow card dished out to Raihan. Didn't really actually show too much dissent of that decision. Here come BG Tampines Rovers again. Glenn Quay, it's a lovely touch from him. Yoshimoto! Well, they're going to have to do a lot more of that kind of defending, it would appear at the moment. They're getting caught out time and time again. Tanjong Pagar United scramble it away, and Kim is a busy man.
There's activity there on the bench for BG Tampines Rovers.
Would you be expecting as well Tanjong Pagar need to do something as well, don't they? But the problem is what?
Yeah, exactly. I think you look at the players they have, they don't have a lot of choices on the bench to change the game.
Come on, let me put you in the hot seat. What would you try to do? I mean, you've picked out central midfield as a point of vulnerability. I mean, like you say, there isn't too much depth there.
You look at the number 7, Guilherme. I don't think he has done a lot, a fair bit in the 60 minutes here. Maybe a change for him could do some good.
Put Sahil on?
Yeah, put Sahil on in that position. I don't think, as much as I think there has to be a better central midfielder for Tanjong Pagar, but I don't think anybody on the bench can provide more than these two players can provide right now.
Cross comes in. Again, it's Kim in the way. But they've certainly turned up the intensity in the second half, it would appear. PG Tampines Rovers.
Yeah.
Saiful plucks that out of the air.
Well, you can definitely change the setup, to go into a different formation, but I think you would open up more holes, more problems if you do for Tanjong Pagar.
Not a great touch from Zenevia Mota, but he has another chance on the ball. There we see a couple, I think Faris Ramli is certainly one of them.
Yeah, it looks like Faris Ramli and Joel Chu.
Zenevia Mota's got pace, he's up against Yoshimoto, he's done well here. Mota trying to be maybe a little too clever.
Yeah, that final touch there from him was a bit too much. Send it in, see what happens in the middle of the box.
Glenn Quay. Kazama, Glenn Quay again! Oh, that was absolutely key. Cheryl Sazali with a bit of defending there. But they are getting pulled apart now. Tanjong Pagar United. Here's Glenn Quay. Half an hour to go at the moment. It's a matter of time now.
I think some players are not sure why the whistle was blown.
A drop ball now. Joel Chu comes on for Glenn Quay. Tafik Suparno makes way for Faris Ramli. Not bad to be able to bring on players of this quality.
Yeah. They do have strength in depth, PG Tampines Rovers this season. Faris Ramli just coming back from injury. Didn't play in the, or rather didn't feature at all in the matchday squad for the Community Shield.
Interesting to see now what Tanjong Pagar United might do in their situation. They've got to lift themselves, don't they, Tanjong Pagar? It's just got. I mean, you were relatively impressed with them in the first half.
Yeah.
They haven't really done anything to show much intent in the second.
The goal that they conceded in the second half didn't do a lot of them any good, especially when they are really trying to gain a bit more momentum. There's going to be a bit of change there for Tanjong Pagar.
Can they finish it off here? No, they can't. And the flag has gone up anyway.
Okay, good movement from BG up front.
So he's just coming back from injury here, Aaron Michael Evans. So we were speculating as to what might happen if he appears. It looks like he's going to be in the center of midfield, kind of what you were saying that might be an issue.
Yeah, but I think looking at his instructions to his own players.
Did he say 3 at the back?
Yeah, it looked like he pointed 3.
Yeah.
Could be him, Kim, and Said Akmal.
He also, which interestingly enough, has been given the captain's armband. He is the club captain for this season. That's always interesting when a brand new player is given the armband. What do you make of that?
I think he brings something different. You know, I looked at his interview, and I know he has a lot of passion in the way he speaks, and the thing that he wants out of his team is maybe another level, a good mirror image of what Noah Alam Shah wants from a player. So he's playing at right back.
I remember as well, yeah, you're right, that Matt Silva took the captain's armband as well, I think, when he came in.
Yeah.
So Noah Alam Shah's not afraid to mix it up. So interesting tweaks.
Yeah, Nakudin goes to the left hand side. Shahrus Azali in the center midfield. Looks like it. I don't think they are changing the formation. Left back goes to Shuda Nishikawa.
Yeah. I mean, he's very used to playing there as well, Nishikawa, but interesting. Very experienced, tough tackling centre-back, can also play defensive mid, a wealth of experience. He's played in India, Indonesia, Thailand, Bangladesh, Laos and Hong Kong. Interesting decisions. Has not played in the A-League. Did play with Mazia in the Maldives before this. Here's Yoshimoto. Oh! Higashikawa, all he needed was a touch, but he couldn't quite get there.
I think they are still trying to understand the setup here.
I'm still trying to understand the setup.
They're playing fire at the back. It looks like they're playing fire at the back. With
Evans playing on the right hand.
Yeah, Mota and Shuda Nishikawa as a wing back. The 3 central players.
And Nishikawa now is a right wing back, left wing back.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's interesting, because we wondered whether this season they would give that up completely. Looks like for now they're not. There's Izuyari, he's given that away as well. They're not able to hold on to the ball at the moment, Tanjong Pagar United. "20-odd minutes to go, plus some added time perhaps. Ball swung in! Oh, right in front of goal! That has to go down as a missed opportunity for Higashikawa.
again, being outplayed.
Joel Chu swings it in.
Yeah, fantastic ball.
Yeah. So you confirming it that you feel that it's a 5, yeah?
Five, 2, 3 in defense. It's easier to track the runners off, and the movement of BG Tampines players in attack, because they are always moving around.
Another corner here for BG Tampines Rovers. There's the BG Tampines Rovers fans at the moment who are singing out loud and proud.
Yeah, Faris Ramli taking that snapshot. Well, the game needs a goal from Tanjong Pagar, I feel.
Yeah.
Just to make things more interesting. If BG Tampines scores now, I think the game would be feeling really long for everyone.
Here is Lim, who's been pretty solid so far.
I think all the goals couldn't really been prevented on his side.
It'll be interesting to see if this tweak starts to bring some improvements here. Ball through, one-on-one situation. Higashikawa. Now he's putting his hands up here, Zaiful Nizam, as if to say, I didn't do anything. And you can see Evan saying there's a bit of a dive from Higashikawa.
Definitely there's going to be a check. VR check-in.
What was your initial thought?
I think Zaiful was late. He got nowhere near the ball.
Looks like he stepped across, didn't he?
Yeah, he stepped across a little bit. But there wasn't, I don't think there was any contact there.
No.
Yeah, he just...
I do apologize if you may have heard something you shouldn't have. Fans are getting a little frustrated. Rain is starting to come down as well.
I don't think Zaiful made any contact with the striker. I think the striker could have made it more believable by just, leaving his leg behind.
Yeah, I agree. There probably wasn't enough. He probably did, I guess, in some ways, make it a bit more difficult for him.
Yeah.
But no contact.
Yep. Game is going to go on.
No red card, no foul. There you go. So we did speculate about Sahil Suhaimi coming on. And he is on for Nakudin. Experienced player that he is. Probably partner, would he partner Ezahari up top. In sort of a 5-3-2.
I think they're playing a 3-4-3 in attack. Sahil and Wilme will be supporting Ezahari. We still haven't seen Bahagia yet.
Yeah.
Interesting one here. Change here for PG Tampines Rovers. Number 25 is out. Higashikawa. And number 50, Tara Ndao is in.
Another Japanese talent. Higashikawa probably looking at the Champions League now. They've got to start taking off them, these players. So, yeah, you see Ndao playing where Higashikawa was. Another one of their new signings for this season. Coming from Naksa Lions, who play in Malta. Forward, arrived a few weeks ago. Final 10 minutes. It's still hard to see if there's going to be a goal coming from anywhere.
But PG Tampines looks more like they're going to score than Tanjong Pagar. They're still trying to push forward, trying to create, waiting for that perfect time to go forward. But I think they are in a comfortable position. The pace of the game suits them as well, especially when they, you know, that they have another game coming in a few days.
Here's Zanevio Mota. Doesn't find his target. Ezahari looks just a bit frustrated. There's Sharul. Sharul, the central midfield, is an interesting one.
Yeah. Well, he does look like he's quite comfortable there for now.
Here's Faris. Slips it through. And Ndao goes across the goal. Again, do apologise for some of the language you may be hearing from a rather exuberant crowd. Yari is down. They're asking for play to be stopped because of a potential head injury. He's a frustrated figure today, I think it's fair to say, Hide.
Yeah, can't really do much with the things that has been going on over the 82 minutes. Yeah, he has worked hard defensively.
Yeah.
I think all of them, the 11 players, no complaints, know that they are going to play against a team who likes to have the ball, just stroking the ball around. They need to run. Joe Chu thinking that the goal scorer Yoshimoto is going to go on an overlap.
7 minutes plus some added time. Here is Sumi. Well, we are starting to enter now or never territory for Tanjong Pagar United if they want to get something out of there. That's smashed into the other block.
Well, that's quite an exciting bit of action in the second half.
Yes. They really need to be doing a little bit more on the pitch, Tanjong Pagar United.
Well, he has suited BG Tampines Rovers. I think the pace of the game, especially in the second half after scoring that goal, I think they wanted an early goal as well just to settle things down.
They dictated it well, haven't they?
Yeah, look at
this. Another chance and a third goal. Kazama has sealed the points here surely now for BG Tampines Rovers. And you got to say, fully deserved. You said they were the more likely of the two sides to get the goal.
Well, it's deserving as well. I mean, as much as it hasn't been a lot of action in the second half, I think the way that they are playing here, could that be an issue for the team? The ball just trickling back in.
The goal has been awarded. Goal number 3. Where do you think it hasn't quite gone right for you in the second half for Tanjong Pagar United?
I still think if you want to compare the quality player to player, I think of course BG Tampines Rovers is better. But in terms of how Tanjong Pagar is set up, they are not protecting the central areas. You can't give away possession. But if, let's say, you want to press, you have to press with a little bit more intent, which I don't think they did in the second half. And the fact that they have changed to a back 5 it allows BG Tampines Rovers to get more in control of the rhythm of the ball, and the pressure on the ball is not strong and physical enough.
Another change here perhaps, and you want to be careful about conceding. Yeah, I mean the tweak they've made here it didn't really have any effect, did it? As we come back to that, here comes Tanjong Pagar United. They're looking at the referee for a penalty.
I don't think you should be asking.
Yeah, sorry.
But there's no way that is a penalty.
No.
Right? You can't be running to the referee and asking for a penalty for that. You need more, much more than that.
Amr Ludley and Saifullah going to come on. Kazama and Yoshimoto now, they can take off. Well, he's got his goal. This will be a little bit of a cameo now. Tanjong Pagar have also brought in Azim. And he is on for Shodai Nishikawa. Here's Mota. About a minute and a half to go. There's been really too many stoppages in the second half, so perhaps the referee will be a little merciful here. Saifullah comes on then for Kazama, and there's a couple of minutes left. They'll have to be able to pull one back if they can. Yeah, that substitution to be made now. Okay, by the way, it's gone into the book. Presumably, what, Sharul goes back to fullback? We'll see.
Yep, looks like it.
And Azim is in centre midfield. Just the 5 minutes, which I think is probably about right.
Yeah, not much time wasting from both sides. Ball in play a lot.
Well, that's the thing. He's only been able to make 3 changes tonight. Noel Shah. He hasn't got quite the depth he would want. Not yet, anyway. Here's Evans, who clears. Zahari is not happy with that. Here is Sahir Suhaimi. Still on the ball. Never managed to get rid of him, no foul. Long range shots, and it's spilled initially by Shazwan, who's actually, I don't even remember him having to do a single thing in the second half. I don't even think we said his name.
I don't think he had a goal kick. I don't think he had a save, except for that one.
That's disappointing, isn't it, from a Tanjong Pagar point of view? You want a little bit more. Again, we will put this into context in that they haven't played at all, but there's a fair bit of work to do for Noor Shah.
Quite a bit of work. I think tactically they still can't contain BG Tampines' movement up front. A lot of players just unsure of who to mark because there's so many players up front, so many runners.
Man of the match has been given to Sumi of BG Tampines Rovers.
Quite a fair call. I think he has run the BG Tampines' midfield and the game for him, or rather for the club.
Yellow card for Mota. Going with Gustavo on his shirt this season. It's Zenevio Morientes Mota. Into the final minute, and I think the referee probably won't play much beyond that. Here's Sumi. Now Mota looking to try and release Guilherme. They get a corner. This will be the final play, you feel. Shot is blocked. And that surely will be it. And the referee does call time indeed on a match that sees BG Tampines Rovers return to winning ways after a disappointing goalless draw in their previous league match. And a disappointing start to the campaign for Noor Shah, but a great one for Noor Rahman.
Yeah, I think a good win for Noor Rahman, the man in charge for BG Tampines Rovers now. Calms his nerves a little bit, especially a tough 48 hours for him and the club as well. I think the main thing that he wanted to focus on at the start of the game was to get those 3 points. Really convincing win, pretty easy, pretty comfortable, and something that they can build upon and look forward to the next game.
So it ends here then at Jurong East Stadium. Tanjong Pagar United 0, BG Tampines Rovers 3. Let's have a look then at the story of this game. And you cast your mind back to some opportunities that fell to the likes of the Japanese contingent. This was Sumi, who required a save out of Zaiful Nizam. Wasn't happy with his players.
Yeah, 3 seconds for him to control and take that shot, and yet no one was close enough to defend against that shot. And the ball fell out here to the goal scorer one of the goal scorers in the end, Shimoto. And Zaiful Nizam saw that late, definitely, but managed to get a reaction safe and just parried away. this was the first goal. Both the Kim and Saiful Nizam clashed, but play still continued. Shah Shahiran managed to find Yoshimoto outside the penalty box.
It's a great finish,
Found the bottom corner to get that first goal for BG Tampines Rovers very, very late into the first half. As you can see here, Shahrul Azali lost the ball to Shah Shahiran, who found Yoshimoto calmly. Really nice pick into the bottom corner. And right after that, Ishikawa managed to play that cross in. A good opportunity for Tanjong Pagar to get that equalizer just after conceding. But Diego Mota just took that shot wide. Well, this was one of the very few chances that Tanjong Pagar created in the first half. But things didn't go so well for Tanjong Pagar early on in the first half as well. Pressed, didn't manage to get the ball, and BG Tampines Rovers, slow build-up, found Glenn Quay outside the penalty box alone. And
Great
of course,
placement again.
Easy for him, just side-foot it into the bottom corner for him to score the second goal for BG Tampines Rovers. And Tanjong Pagar conceded really late in the first and also really early in the second half, and that just set the tone for the rest of the game for both teams here. BG Tampines Rovers really comfortable in terms of managing possession, and let's not take that away from Glenn Quay.
Well, they kept coming and coming. It really was one-way traffic, and we got our third goal even with another ball on the pitch. As you might see there, that's a good finish there from Kazama.
Yeah, they were toying with Tanjong Pagar. BG Tampines Rovers played the small little passes, that small little triangles, the wall passes, the 1-2s. And what a good goal here. It was really simple as well. No chance for Saiful Nizam this time.
A little bit of a no-look pass there from Shah Shahiran. Look at the stats here. I mean, they absolutely dominated. I think it was, what, 12 in the first half, if I'm not mistaken, so 7 more shots, 9 on target. Do you think the only criticism was that they didn't make more of this?
Yeah, I think first half was more competitive. I think second half, it showed the quality difference between the two sides. I think we can safely say that BG Tampines Rovers dominated the game from start to finish. And especially in the second half, no contest.
Yeah, disappointing, I think, for Tanjong Pagar after the break, where we thought there might be an uptick in performance. They had a tweak as well. We said a good win today would put BG Tampines Rovers top of the table, and that has happened. They have yet to concede in 2 games. The only other side, of course, Young Lions haven't got their action underway just yet. But a very good start here for BG Tampines Rovers. So just one fixture left in this match week 2, and that is Balestier Khalsa taking on Lion City Sailors. That is at our Tampines hub tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing how that one will pan out. Of course, Marko Krlevic now the man in charge. He replaced Peter de Roo in the off-season. Lots of new signings as well at Lion City Sailors. Delight there for BG Tampines Rovers. A good win for them under the new man in charge, Noor Rahman, his first ever match as a head coach. And he's not only got the 3 goals, he's got the 3 points, more importantly. It ends here at Jurong East Stadium. Tanjong Pagar United 0, BG Tampines Rovers 3. From me, Shazad Haq, Hidayat Khamis, and the rest of our team, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow night.